How easy maths is will be your feeling after watching videos on this channel. Hi, this is Atul. Welcome you all in Yar's Maths World, where we learn complete conceptual mathematics, that too in a very easy, understandable and simple language. Let's begin. Let's see first what's our agenda today. What our today's agenda is, we are starting a CBSE mathematics of class 10th. In that, the very first chapter, that is chapter number 1, that is for the academic year 2022 to 2023. It is divided into two terms, term 1 and term 2. In term 1, this chapter 1, that is real number, is included in term 1, right? So the name of chapter is real number. Now if you try to find the link between 9th and 10th standard CBSE, the first chapter in 9th standard was number system. I had one video on this channel. I had already uploaded that video on number system. Now this chapter real number is the continuation of this number system. Here in this number system chapter in 9th standard, we had learned what is meant by natural number, why we need whole numbers, what are the rational numbers, what are irrational number. Now here the same concepts, but at advanced level we are going to learn some new concept. We are going to learn, and in that new concept, these two concepts, that is Euclid's division lemma and second is a fundamental theorem of arithmetic. These are the two new concepts that we are going to add into the number system. That is, consider that we are learning a number system, and in that these are the two new concepts. So that is the continuation. So we are having Euclid's division lemma, then second fundamental theorem of arithmetics, and then we will learn one application of Euclid's division lemma. Now what are the applications of? There are many applications, but we will restrict to one application, and that one application is to find SCF. And here fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we will learn its two application and one theorem. And in this way there are four exercises we are having. How many exercises we are having? Four exercises. One will be based on Euclid's division lemma, then some may be based on fundamental theorem of arithmetic, its application, and we will revise again the concepts of 9th standard. So ये है पूरा overview इस chapter का. We will start with very first concept, that is Euclid's division lemma. Now I am using here apostrophe S. Why? Because Euclid is the name of scientist. Euclid's division lemma. So one by one everything we are going to learn. So first of all, the name of theorem is Euclid's division lemma. Euclid is the name of scientist. He had stated this, that is, it is the name of scientist. In his honor, the name is given to this theorem. Now division, this word division here is taken from long division method that we had learned, and that we are learning from our earlier standard. I guess from 5th, 6th standard. And lemma is what? Proven statement or a theorem, or some people call it algorithm, some people call it theorem, some people call it lemma. So all that is okay. Whether you are saying Euclid's division lemma, okay, Euclid's division theorem, okay, Euclid's division algorithm, okay, that's fine. So we will see what is Euclid's division lemma or Euclid's division theorem or algorithm. Okay. So let me revise for you what is long division method with example. सपोज मान लो हमारे पास एक नंबर है 13, दूसरा है 4. अब मैं 13 को डिवाइड करता हूँ 4 से. 13 डिवाइडेड बाय 4. सो यहाँ पे लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड से क्या करते हैं हम? हियर दिस 13 डिवाइडेड बाय 4. नाउ 4 3s are 12, and here 13 minus 12 is 1. Now what we have, this 13 we had written in terms of 4 into something plus here I will have some remainder. Now see here, earlier we are having two numbers 4 and 13, so we are actually relating 13 and 4. Now here I am getting one number, that is 3, and we call it as a quotient, and here I am getting 1, and this is called as remainder. So this is nothing but, here if suppose there are two numbers, this is dividend, this is divisor, this is divisor, this is dividend, and this is quotient, and this is remainder. So we are writing dividend in terms of divisor, quotient and remainder. So here we had seen 13 can be written as 4 into 3 plus 1, or so Euclid's division lemma is nothing but the same thing. So Euclid's division lemma says that any positive integer can be divided by any other positive integer in a such way that we will get a unique pair of quotient and remainder. Means what? Suppose we are having one number a, and how it should be? It should be a positive integer. Now another number we are taking, that is b. This should also be a positive integer. Now what Euclid is saying, कि for every a divided by b we will get a pair of q and r, where q is a quotient and r is a remainder, and this pair of q and r is unique. So what does that unique means, that also we will see. So बेसिकली यहाँ पे इसने क्या है कि एक नंबर है a, उसको हम डिवाइड कर रहे हैं नंबर b से, एंड वी विल गेट अ पेयर ऑफ q एंड r, और ये पेयर कैसे रहेंगी? यूनिक. सो फॉर एवरी a एंड b देयर एग्जिस्ट यूनिक पेयर ऑफ q एंड r. मतलब उसका कहना है कि किसी भी एक नंबर को दूसरे नंबर से डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, एक पॉजिटिव नंबर को दूसरे पॉजिटिव नंबर से डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, और उसको इस तरह से लिख सकते हैं. वी कैन एक्सप्रेस एनी पॉजिटिव इंटीजर इन टर्म्स ऑफ अदर इंटीजर. मीन्स हियर वी हैड एक्सप्रेस्ड a in terms of b, and for that expression we need this q and r, and this pair is unique. Now we will understand this with example. So now again we will see through example what does Euclid's division lemma means. So basically Euclid says that we can divide any positive integer by any other positive integer, and for this division we will get a unique pair of quotient and remainder. So what does that unique means? What will be the values of q and r? All that we will clearly understand. So first example we will take, let we have one number that is 500, second number 136. Now we will check whether both of these numbers are positive integer. Yes, they are positive integer. 500 is a positive integer, 136 is an integer. Now I want to express 500 in terms of 136, or in other word I want to divide 500 by 136. So here we will divide 500 by 136. So here I have to multiply by 3. So here I will get 408. If I multiply 3 6 are 8, 3 6 are 18. Then we have 1 as a remainder, 3 3 is a 9, plus 1 10, 1 is remainder, 3 1 is 3 plus 4. Okay. Now 500 minus 408 we will get as 92. Now here what we had done, we are actually expressing this 500 in terms of 136, right? And for this 500 and 136 means we are dividing 500 by 136, and for this we are getting this pair. Which pair? One is quotient, that is 3, plus remainder, that is 92 in this case. So this is what the Euclid's division lemma is. Actually it is nothing but the long division method. Now what is our observation here? Here we observe that this number r is 92 in this case. Here it is in 92, and here this is the divisor, that is 136. So the value of r should always be less than b, or the divisor. Now why this is necessary, that the value of this remainder should always be less than this divisor? That we are going to see. What is actually Euclid division lemma is कि any number a, if it is divided by number b, we will get a unique pair of quotient and remainder q and r. We will get for every positive integer a and every positive integer b, we will get a unique pair of q and r, and here this r should be less than b or it should be greater than 0, or it may be equals to 0 in some cases. If the value of r is 0, then we say that the number is divisible by, completely divisible by the other number. For example, if I am taking this example, suppose I am writing or dividing 12 by 4. So what I will have, if I take here 12 divided by 4, 4 3s are 12, and here the remainder is 0. So I will express 12 as, 12 can be written as 4 times 3 plus r, or r in this case is 0. So here we say that 12 is completely divisible by 4. So value of r can be 0. Value of r should be greater than 0, or sometime it may be 0, and it should be less than b. Now why we are taking this value of r less than b, इसको हम एग्जाम्पल से समझते हैं. मान लो आपके पास एक बॉक्स है, इस बॉक्स में आपके पास 23 एप्पल्स है, राइट. हाउ मेनी एप्पल्स आर देयर? 23 एप्पल्स आर देयर. अब मान लो ये यहाँ के इसमें जो एप्पल्स है 23, ये मान लो आपके फ्लोर पे गिर गए. नाउ दीज आर ऑन द फ्लोर, ऑल दीज एप्पल्स आर ऑन द फ्लोर. हाउ मेनी आर इन नंबर्स? दे आर 23 इन नंबर्स. अब मान लो इसको मुझे उठाना है, तो कैसे उठा सकते हैं? नाउ आई वांट टू पिक दैट एप्पल विच आर ऑन द फ्लोर. So I can pick like 2 apple at a time. So this thing I have to do 11 times, means 2 apples at a time, and these 2 apples I am picking at a time, this I have to repeat for 11 number of times. Still I will have 1 apple. So why I am choosing this number 2? Because I wanted that I can handle 2 apples at a time. So I had decided I will pick 2 at a time. Now 2 apples at a time I am picking. So second time I will have means if I repeat this step 11 times, I will have 22 apple. 22 plus 1 is 23. Now this thing can be mathematically written as 23 is equals to 2 times 11 plus 1. So what we are getting here? Actually we are dividing 23 by 2. Now here we are getting 11. Why we are getting 11? Means that the number 2 will go 11 times in 23. So 11 times in 23, that means 22. Still I will have 1 as a remainder. Now if suppose someone is, now this was one case. Now second case I am taking, suppose I am picking 3 apples at a time. Now what will happen? 3 apples at a time. So here how many times I have to pick? I have to pick it 7 times. Now what does that means? The number 3 will go 7 times in 23. मतलब हमारे पास 23 थे, 23 थे, 23 में 3 3 3 3 3 3 ऐसा हम 7 ही बार कर सकते हैं. 8 बार क्यों नहीं कर सकते? बिकॉज 3 8s आर 24, तो वो 23 से बड़ा हो जाएगा. तो 8 बार नहीं, 7 बार हम 3 3 को पिक किया. देन वी विल हैव टू पिक फॉर 7 टाइम, एंड स्टिल वी विल हैव 2 एप्पल्स रिमेनिंग. सो इन दिस केस व्हाट वी विल राइट? 23 इज रिटन एज 3 times 7 plus 2. So basically here we are using Euclid's division lemma. We are dividing a number that is 23 by another number, that is in first case it is 2, in second case it is 3, and we are getting a unique pair of Q and R. Now we have to understand why R should be less than divisor, or this R we are getting should be less than divisor, that we had seen. Now we will see what does unique means. Now we have that A is equals to BQ plus R, where A and B are positive integer and Q and R also integers, and R is less than B, or it is greater than or equals to 0, means the value of R can be anything from 0 and less than B. B is a divisor here. Now what does unique means? Now for number 23, suppose I am dividing it by 5, so 5 4s are 20 plus 3. So we will understand what does the word unique pair of unique Q and R, unique pair of Q and R. तो यहाँ पे हमें Q मिला है 4 और R मिला है 3. सो यूनिक क्यों कहा है कि इसका मतलब 4 के साथ हमेशा 3 आएगा अगर डिवाइजर 5 रहेगा तो. इफ अवर डिवाइजर इज 5 फॉर दिस नंबर 23, दैट टाइम नाउ 4 इज हैविंग 4 is coming with 3. So it will never happen that 4 will means here we will have 5 into 4 and here we will have another number. This is impossible case. So that is the meaning of the word unique. Means with 4 as a quotient there will be only 3 as a remainder. That is the real meaning of unique pair of Q and R. Now another terms we can learn with. Now again we will go little deep into this. अब क्या है आगे? Now we had said that any number A can be divided by any other positive number B, and for every A and B we get a unique pair of Q and R. Now we will learn about Q and R. Can Q be 0? क्या कभी Q 0 हो सकता है? So that we will see. मान लो अब मैंने कहा कि 23 एप्पल गिरे हैं, उसमें से 25 उठा. इज इट पॉसिबल? सो 23 गिरे हैं, 23 है हमारे पास, 23 वहाँ पे गिरे हैं, उसमें से 25 उठाओ. सो रियलिटी में पॉसिबल ही नहीं. 23 में से 25 कैसे उठा सकते हैं? हमारे पास है ही 23. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या तो यहाँ पे बेसिकली वो कहना चाहते हैं कि एक्सप्रेस नंबर 23 इन टर्म्स ऑफ 25. तो अब ये हम उठा ही नहीं सकते कभी ऐसे 23 एप्पल में से 25 हम सिलेक्ट ही नहीं कर सकते. सो नहीं कर सकते, दैट मीन्स 23 इज डिवाइडेड बाय 25. So it is impossible. So that is why here we will get Q as 0. So 25 into 0 is 0 plus remainder will be 23. So what we had expressed here, actually in reality it is impossible to pick 25 apples out of 23. Reverse we can do. 23 out of 25 is possible, but the reverse, that 25 out of 23 is impossible. That is why here we had written 25 we cannot pick. Cannot means what? It denotes 0. So 25 into 0 is equals to 23. Now here if you observe, the value of Q can be 0. Now what about the value of R? Can R be 0? Yes, R can also be 0. Suppose I am dividing say 100 by 50. So here I will get 50 into 2 plus 50 into 50 times 2 is 100. So remainder will be 0. So value of Q can be 0. Value of R can be 0. Now what about the value of Q and R 0 simultaneously? क्या एक साथ हो सकते हैं क्या? अगर मान लो ये हुआ एक साथ तो क्या होगा देखते हैं. तो हमें देखना है कि अगर मान लो Q और R का वैल्यू साइमल्टेनियसली 0 हो गया है तो क्या होगा. नाउ सो वी हैव A and we said by Euclid's division lemma that A, if it is divided by B, we will get a unique pair of Q and R, right? So here we are getting unique Q and R. Now अब हम साइमल्टेनियसली Q और R का वैल्यू 0 ले लेते हैं तो क्या होगा. सो यहाँ पे इंस्टेड ऑफ टेकिंग Q I will take Q as 0, B times 0 plus R का वैल्यू भी 0 ले लेते हैं. So anything into 0 is what? 0 plus 0 is what? 0. Now here the value of A should also be 0, but the statement of Euclid's division lemma is violated here. How? What is the first statement? Any positive integer can be divided by any other positive integer in a such way that we will get a unique pair of Q and R, and a value of R is less than B or it should be greater than or equals to 0. So that is the Euclid's division lemma. Now here in this case the value of A we are getting is about B we don't know. but about a we are getting 0, and 0 is not a positive integer. Yes, it is integer, but it is not a positive integer because 0 doesn't have any sign, plus or minus. So here the Euclid's division lemma statement is violated because we are not getting a positive integer. 15,000 is obviously greater than 1250. Now we will express this 15,000 in terms of 1250, and here we will get a unique pair of Q and R. So what will be the values of Q and R? Now 1250, if it is multiplied by 12, so we will get here 12 zeros are 0, 12 5s are 60, here 0, 6 is remainder, 12 2s are 24 plus 6 is 30, again 0, 3 is remainder, 12 1s are 12 and 3, that is 15. So again we are getting 15,000, the remainder will be 0. So here we got a unique pair of Q and R for these two number. So this is what a Euclid's division lemma is. We will take one more example where we will learn Euclid's division lemma. Suppose we are having a number say 300 and another number is say 145. Now I want to express this 300 in terms of 145. So in other word, I am writing like this: 300 can be written as 145. So actually we are dividing 300 by 145, and here I will get here 2 plus R, I will get 145, 2s are 290 and 10 as a remainder. Now here always remember that this value of R should always be less than this value of B. So here we are having A is equals to B times Q plus R, B times Q plus R. So value of R should be always less than B. तो यहाँ पे हमने पढ़ा यूक्लिड्स डिवीजन लेमा, उसमें हमने देखा कि Q का वैल्यू क्या हो सकता है, R का वैल्यू क्या हो सकता है, फिर 0 हो सकता है कि नहीं हो सकता है, और किस तरह से एक नंबर को दूसरे नंबर के टर्म में हम एक्सप्रेस करते हैं. दैट इज़ ऑल अबाउट अ यूक्लिड्स डिवीजन लेमा. जस्ट हमने ये स्टार्ट किया है. मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आपको ये पसंद आया होगा. इफ़ आपको पसंद आया होगा तो लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, कमेंट कीजिए आपको कौन से टॉपिक पे चाहिए और किस सीक्वेंस में चाहिए. तो इसमें हम बहुत कुछ पढ़ेंगे मैथ्स में. तो फिर मिलते एक नए टॉपिक के साथ नए वीडियो में. तब तक के लिए कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग मैथ्स. थैंक यू.